again on Niger Seniors, and today we'll be looking at unhealthy behaviors. In every setting, in every role, behaviors can be healthy or unhealthy, and it's the same with the role of the carer. We can have unhealthy behaviors from the carer, we can have unhealthy behaviors from the client's family, from our community. And I see this as a contaminant to what could be a very healthy and fulfilling job. A fulfilling job for the carer that's adding value to the elderly person. But when it's contaminated, it just makes it so difficult to do, and it makes life hard for our elderly people. What do we consider unhealthy behaviors? Let's all reflect and think about it. What do we consider unhealthy behaviors? Some examples are, we've talked about boundaries before, when people overstep their boundaries. When people do things that is unhealthy to what you're trying to achieve. So someone's trying to make sure that the elderly person's role, the elderly person feels significant, they're happy, and you get a family member, for instance, who feels they know too much. They know more than the carer. So they step in, they're making demands. Why didn't you do this? Why didn't you do that? And because of our culture, somebody who's already feeling subservient in their role then feels intimidated, and things they would not normally do, or things that they would normally do, they refrain from it, or things that they would not normally do, then they do it. Because when anxiety steps in, sorry, I know I go on about emotions again. Emotions are the core of everything we do, so I will go on about emotions. When anxiety steps in, when fear steps in, when the carer then doesn't feel confident because of, and I will tell me what it is, an abusive way of behavior from maybe a family member who's making unreasonable demands. And this happens. Family members can make unreasonable demands. The carer feels intimidated. The carer feels inadequate. And what they would normally do confidently, then they're scared to do it. Who gets affected? Our elderly people. Absolutely. So let's all mind what we do. And it's always checking why we do what we do. There's an issue with power in our culture, feeling I am the boss, I am in charge. After all, I pay your salary, so I can talk to you anyhow. Hey, you pay someone's salary, Joe, it doesn't mean you own their lives.
Exactly.
It doesn't mean that they're less of a human being than you are. It doesn't mean that it's not the same ash that we will all turn to someday. So as we journey through life, let's learn to be kind. Let's be kind to carers. And that way, the carers also imbibe a culture of kindness. And that's the kindness that they will transmit to our elderly. Because if an elderly people is being abused, for instance, it's not uncommon that they keep quiet. If a carer is behaving in an abusive way towards an elderly person, they may keep quiet because they feel at the end of the day, if I speak up, this is the person that I'm left with. This is the person that will not take me to the toilet. This is the person that will not clean me well. So let's be kind to the carers so they can in turn imbibe a culture of kindness. At least we know things will still happen, but as best we can. So as we all show kindness and behave in healthy ways to one another, to the carers, we promote that healthy behavior of kindness, of respect, of appreciation. And
sometimes
that way, our elderly people are cared for.
Yeah,
Go on.
thank you, Rona. And sometimes we do have those, maybe just that one person in the family that has the best interest beyond every other person in the family, and they have monopoly over the senior. They're the ones that can tell you what's best, what is what, and they go over the top. It's like you're trying to tell an artist to create something, and then you're giving all these boundaries, 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 boundaries. Yes, you want to do something right by the senior, but when you put all the regulations and all the boxes and everything, you limit the ability of the person to care. You've said too much, you know, and the way you've even said it has been too much for the carer to even like, what is it? Bear in mind, a carer's role is not a walk in the park. It's
Yeah.
hard. It's difficult. They're dealing with emotions. They're the ones when they can sense without yours and without our elderly person telling us this is what is going on. They can sense that something is not right because we spend time with them, you know. So, and more so for people that are traveling out of the country. You've left your parents back home. You've jackpot to, you know, whatever country that it is happening, you know, where you are. And then now you're coming down with all these rules and do this, do that. You know, you were confident when you left your parents in a place to be taken care of. So what happened? We're not saying don't check. It's important, very important. Keep in touch with what is happening with them. Keep in touch with the level of care they're receiving. But at the same time, don't be the pain in the neck of the carers. Don't be the pain, even if it's your sibling or your younger ones that's caring for them at home. Don't be the pain, please. I mean, you come across like over sabi care member, over sabi family member, over sabi carer, you know, and it could be any one of us. So please, when you feel, don't be the OTT person that's, you know, being the actual clog in the wheel. At the end of the day, who are we most concerned about? The elderly
The
person.
elderly person, yeah.
So
Our elderly, yeah.
everything we do from every angle should be about the well-being, the dignity, the respect, you know, the health of that elderly person. So let's work together. It's a it's a teamwork thing. It's a partnership where we're all working together for the good of the individual, person-centered care for the person we're taking care of. That's all we have for you
Absolutely.
today. One final note.
Let's show appreciation. It's easier to complain than to show appreciation. Yes, let's highlight what needs to be done, but let's make a conscious effort, an attitude of gratitude, and let that permeate everything we do. So please, attitude of gratitude. Let's maintain an attitude of gratitude.
Thank you
It's a
very
healthy
much.
behavior.
It
Thank
is
you.
indeed, it is.
Yeah.
And with that, we say thank you. Nagode, Mungode, Shishe. That's all I know. Thank you very, very much.
Dalu, Disike.
Good night, everyone. God bless.
Bye.